Hey there, guys. Jumping on to have a quick discussion with you. This live is not going to be super long. I'm going to give everyone a couple of minutes to join in. I have several people from my group joining, and also I have several people that I've invited here as well. So I am going to, guys, give me a second. I'm going to log in on my phone and share this with everyone. So give me a couple of seconds. I want to make sure I don't miss any comments either since I'm screen sharing. You guys won't get to see my face tonight. I'm sorry. But I am going to be sharing the screen tonight because I wanted to show you a few things on a couple of websites. So I will only be sharing my screen with you. And as you join in, even if you're watching the replay, thank you for joining in and watching the replay. Feel free to share this with anyone, even if you're not looking to buy a home, searching for homes online. There may be someone that you know or someone that you follow or someone that you're connected with on Facebook. Feel free to share this with them as well. We'll get started in about 1 minute. I know Facebook takes a little bit of time to let everyone know that we are live. All right, almost there. Give me 1 second, guys. Hey, Wendy, how are you? All right, almost there. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, let me mute my phone and then I am going to get started. So welcome to everyone that is joining. Welcome to everyone that's watching the replay. I'm Knifey Burks, and I am going to be jumping on every single Thursday, as long as God's willing, to share with you guys quick tips. And these live streams are not going to be super long. They're probably going to be less than 30 minutes long. And I'm going to share with you questions that I normally get throughout the week. I get inboxes daily from people on Instagram and Facebook. And these are some great questions that I can jump on and share with you guys. So each Thursday, this week was 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but each Thursday at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, starting next week and moving forward, I'm going to be jumping on live and chatting with you guys. So for those of you that don't know me, I am Knifey Burks. I am no longer a Chicagoland realtor. I'm still getting messages from people in Chicago that are looking for my help. I am no longer in Chicago. I am in the Tampa Bay area. I've been in the real estate industry since 1998, a long time. Back in the days when we didn't have home searches online. We actually had home searches in books. We had to look through books. So I feel like an original realtor. But anyway, yeah, so I started in 1998 and then I was licensed in 2001. So I've been around for a super, super long time. So right now, like I stated, I am in the Tampa Bay area, just relocated here in February, and it seems like a lot longer than that. I am specializing here in new home construction and relocation because that's mostly what we have here. There's so many new constructions. Honestly, I feel like there's more new construction for sale than there are regular homes. So, but I also help any other buyers and any other sellers. So tonight, here's what we're going to talk about. So I'm going to cover 3 things pretty quickly. So we're under 30 minutes. What I'm going to cover is tips to save time when searching for homes online. We all need those because we find ourselves scrolling through some of these websites, and I'm going to share some with you shortly, some of these websites for hours and hours. Especially for you, those of you that are working a 9-to-5. I was searching for my home when I was working a 9-to-5, and I was taking a lot of time online searching for homes. I wasn't really taking time for work. I was searching for homes online. So I'm going to share with you guys a few tips to save time when searching for homes online, so you're not continuously scrolling and scrolling through those hundreds and thousands of homes each day. And I'm going to tell you the one thing that you should not do. This is something that often causes buyers to be overwhelmed, confused, and to totally give up on their search. So I'm going to talk about that one thing. And then also I'm going to tell you guys how to make that search a little bit easier. So thank you guys for joining. And we're going to jump right in. And at the end, guys, well, all the way through, if you have any questions, even if you're watching the replay, go ahead and comment with your questions. At the end, I will give you a list of terms that you should know. It's a quick list. These are terms that people have constantly come to me about. Like different people, I'm getting the same terms that people don't really understand. So this is a quick list that I'm giving you at the end of the training, and then also a home buyer checklist that you can use. It helps break up the confusion, because when you're looking at so many homes, and guys, honestly, I've showed one client 19 homes in one day. 19 homes. So if you're looking at that many homes, or even if you're looking at 4 or 5 homes, it may kind of blend together. It might start getting a little bit confusing. So you want to make sure you have that you have the checklist with you, so that you can kind of write down, take notes, and kind of remember the difference in the homes, or remember things that specifically stand out in the home. Let me make sure you guys are hearing me clearly on here. Okay, totally clear. All right, so what I'm going to do is go back here. So what we're going to talk about first is a few tips to save time when you're searching for a home. Here's one thing that I always tell my clients. Always, before you go online and you sit on Zillow or Redfin or Trulia, or even if your agent is sending you properties, make sure you have your wants list written out in front of you and your needs list. Your wants versus your needs. Some of your wants, you may not find. I have to be honest with you guys in advance. You may not find your wants because, of course, sellers or owners tailor their houses to the way that they are currently living. So you may not find the perfect home. So make sure you write down a list of, I would say, 5 to 10 things that you want in the home, and the bulk of the things on your list should actually be things that you need in your home, such as, of course, location, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, For those of you that are up north, you may have basements. You may want a basement. You may want a 3-car garage. Or make sure those things are written down, because when you're going online and you're entering a search, you want to make sure you're putting in those things in the search, so you're only pulling up those properties. And that doesn't mean that you're going to miss out on properties. You may miss out on some things, but it's just, honestly, everything is not meant for everyone. But you will definitely save a lot of time, and you can always go back and remove those filters and search again. But in the beginning, you don't want to become overwhelmed. You don't want to become confused. So make sure you are writing down that wants list versus needs list, and you're keeping it with you at all times, especially if you're sitting on your phone scrolling through Zillow, if you're sitting at work and you're scrolling through Zillow, or if you're sitting on the train and you're scrolling through Redfin or Trulia. Make sure you have it with you so you can remember to enter those filters, so that you don't sit there for hours and hours, taking so much time, wasting so much time searching and becoming overwhelmed and frustrated. One thing that you should not do when you guys are on these websites, and you're on Zillow and Realtor.com and Redfin, and you're constantly clicking to contact the agent about information. You're reaching out to tons and tons of agents, and this can cause overwhelm, because you're going to have tons and tons of agents calling you, texting you, emailing you. Pick one agent, ask for recommendations, check in with someone that you follow online. Most of my clients have come from me connecting with people and sharing information on social media. So that's why I'm always visible here on social media. I love to build relationships on social media, because I want you guys to get to know, like, and trust me even before you start your home buying experience. Because when you guys are searching online on those websites, such as Zillow, Redfin, or Trulia, you are contacting agents that you don't know. Why not reach out to someone that you've already been connected with online? Like I said, I do handle the Tampa Bay area, but I do have referral partners all across the U.S. So if you're looking for a home anywhere in the U.S., I can definitely connect you with an agent in your area that I am familiar with. So I want to make sure you guys are covered no matter where you are. So make sure you just go ahead and message me on Facebook. I'm always in my messenger, either Facebook or Instagram. So make sure you contact me no matter where you are, so that you're not clicking on each and every one of those buttons on those websites and getting tons and tons of emails, tons and tons of texts, and tons of calls that will cause you overwhelm. And you definitely don't want to be overwhelmed in the beginning. So guys, how to make your search much easier. For you guys, let me show you guys. So here it is, Zillow. For most of you guys, you go to Zillow because that's one of the main sites. Here is how you can make your search much easier. Of course, type in the area that you're in. And guys, I'm showing you on Zillow because I know this is where a lot of you guys go. But of course, I definitely suggest that when you pick a realtor, you reach out to that realtor and you ask them to set up an automated search for you. So you're not sitting on Zillow every single day. You're receiving automated emails from that realtor that in some cases, I don't know about every state, but I know in Illinois and in Florida, we can set up the search to every single time a property is listed. It can be emailed to you as long as it meets your criteria. And then you can also, in Illinois, it can be emailed to you twice a day if you like instead, or at different intervals. So just let your realtor know how often you want those properties emailed to you. Here in Florida, we can email them to you every single time a new property is listed, or once a day. So just let your agent know, hey Lakeisha, how are you today? So I'm going into Zillow because I know this is where you guys go to search. So when you are searching, of course, you're going to have your city. This is the one big thing. I always get calls from people that are asking about properties that are not available because they're on Zillow and they don't know to click on. They just put in the city. They don't know to click on this little drop down arrow right here where it says for sale. And in most cases here where it says potential listings, these are all highlighted. So I'm getting calls on foreclosed properties, pre-foreclosures, and make me move properties that are not for sale. So anything under potential listings, they are not for sale. So these foreclosed are, well, it's zero here, but the foreclosed are normally with banks. And the banks normally at this time, if it's a potential listing, they don't have the documents to list it for sale, or it's not ready for sale yet. So that's why it's under potential. Pre-foreclosure that means the owner is still has the option to keep the home. So it's not actually for sale. And make me move is just when a seller enters an amount that they would like for a home, but it's not actually listed for sale. So make sure you uncheck potential listings. And when you're contacting your agent, you can pull it from the for sale area only and not the coming soon, because you can contact them for coming soon, but basically those are listings that agents enter that are not available for another few days or maybe another week. So I'm great, Lakeisha. Hope you had an amazing birthday. So these are things that I want you guys to make sure you are taking out of the equation when you are searching for homes online. Make sure you're taking, if you're on Zillow, make sure you're taking this out. And I'm going to show you, let's see. I'm going to show you the email alert. If you guys contact me, I'm licensed in Illinois and Florida, so I can set up automated searches for both states for you. If you're in another state, you would have to reach out to me, but I will have to connect you with another agent in that area because I'm not licensed in those areas and active in those systems. But here's how, let's see, this is not it. One sec. Here it is. So here is how my system looks. So when you receive an email from me, it'll just let you know I found a few new listings, and it'll show up similar. It's totally similar to Zillow. But the thing is, these are all active properties. You can click like on these properties. You can save it as a favorite or just a maybe, a possibility. If you don't want to see this listing again, click discard, because the only reason it'll come back up is if the price has changed on it, or if there's a contract pending, it'll come off on your end. You won't see it, but I will. So in most cases, it'll show up again if the price changes. But if you just think, oh gosh, this is a terrible home, this is just an ugly home that I don't ever want to see again, you can of course delete it so it doesn't pop up again. But then you'll have your list, your searches that I've set up on my end, your favorites. You can click here to message me, and then this will give you all of my contact information. So that'll be so much easier for you guys to do rather than just searching through Zillow. So let me recap. So what you guys can do is just the tips to save time is to write your wants list versus your needs list, and make sure you have that in front of you when you're searching through these properties. If you're not contacting a realtor, if you're searching on Zillow or any other website, make sure you are um, writing that list and have that in front of you so that you can save time on your search of the properties. Make sure you're not contacting or clicking contact every single agent on those websites, because in the end for you, that's going to be frustrating that you're going to be receiving tons and tons of calls, tons of emails, and tons of text messages. So make sure you don't click to contact each and every one of those agents. Pick one agent and then just contact them if you want more information on a specific property. And then make sure when you are searching, and like I said, I know some of you guys are going to search on Zillow, make sure you are removing that filter where it says listing type. Make sure you're unchecking, and if you're not looking for rent, make sure that's unchecked. And so usually when you first jump on Zillow, all of this is checked, the under for sale, and all of this is checked for potential listings. Make sure you take out potential listings. You can also, if you want, take out coming soon, and if you don't want to deal with foreclosures, take that out as well. But I honestly don't recommend taking out foreclosures. Foreclosures may be a little bit more lengthy process or more paperwork for your agent, but in the end, some of these foreclosures are amazing. My home in Westchester, Illinois, I got as a foreclosure about 5 years ago, and it was already remodeled because the owners were contractors. So they had already fixed the house up for me. All I had to do was paint it the colors I wanted because they had bright red walls and colors throughout. So I just repainted and that was it. So make sure, thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for watching the replay. I am going to save this here, and I'm also going to be sharing this over on YouTube. So let me give you guys your freebies. So here are your quick terms. So this is going to give you take you over to where you can get your list of free quick terms. And I highly suggest that you guys grab this, because when you're searching for homes, there are going to be some things that your realtor says, your lender says, or your friends, family, and coworkers say that you may not know what those words mean. I know there are some things that I've spoken to people about, and I literally feel like a deer in headlights because I don't know what they're talking about. I almost want to grab my phone and go search on Google just to see what they're talking about. So what I did was put together a list of quick terms. This is only 5 terms here. And then you can grab the full list after you grab the 5 terms if you like. I did the 5 terms only because these are the top terms that I hear about, that I get questioned about when I'm with buyers. And if I say these words, they ask me, okay, what's that? So I talk about those terms and I explain my point of view on this quick terms list. So let me go ahead and drop that in the comments. And like I said, if you want the full list after you grab this, there's going to be a link to that there. So thank you guys for joining. Join me each Thursday next week, 7 o'clock p.m. Central, no, not Central. I forgot I'm no longer in Central. I have to stop saying that. Eastern Standard Time. So 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week. I'm going to be sharing the topic soon. And then I will see you there. Talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.